Okay, we are officially on.
Hi, Gianna.
1, 2, 3.
Hi, Gianna. Merry Christmas.
Okay.
Merry New Year.
All right. So we are going to have a quiz today, and I don't usually record these quiz, sort of prep things, sort of just to kind of wake up your brain. But I'm going to today, just for Tiana's sake. First thing, this is a quadratic equation in standard form. I mean, it's the formula for a quadratic equation in standard form. Y is equal to, help me,
X squared plus bx plus c.
Right. Okay, good. Now, if A is positive,
the parabola goes up.
The parabola is up. It's a happy parabola.
Smiley face.
how many people know that? How many people know that? If A is positive, Dominica, what do you have?
$10.
If A is positive,
Gary, make more assignments with positive A's.
is it a happy face or a smiley or frowning face? Right. So you guys know that. What if it was this?
It's a smiley face. It's a sad face.
It's a sad face, right? This is going to be a smiley face, a happy face. If A is negative,
It's a very negative sadness.
right? Sad, happy, right? Okay. What is if, let's say this, if there is no B,
It's on the y-axis. Oh, yeah.
what?
Then it's on the y-axis.
What is?
That's
The vertex.
The vertex is on the y-axis. Do you guys know that? If there is no B, and it's just y equals 2x squared plus 0, it's on the y-axis, right? Or if it's plus 1, it's still on the y-axis. If it's plus a million, it's on the y-axis. If it's minus a million, it's on the y-axis, because there's no B. B is what moves it left and right. How do you figure out where it is, left or right?
Negative b over 2a.
Yes. Well, what's the first thing you say? What equals that?
X.
X equals that. Don't forget the x equals, because a lot of people remember the negative b over 2a, but they forget they solve for x. And then they don't know what to do with that number, right? But if you remember the formula, the whole formula is x equals negative b over 2a. Then when you solve for it, you know, oh, well, that's x. That's the x of my vertex. So then you can plug into that to get your y, right? We'll talk about that again in a second. So if there's no b, then the vertex is on y-axis. Good. All right. What is the c?
A very sad child.
A very sad child.
It's the y-axis.
It's the one without. It's the y what?
It's the y-axis.
It moves it left and right, right? It moves the y-axis.
A y-axis is
Oh, yeah.
a.
If there's no b, then it is.
If this is my x-axis, this is my y-axis. So you're saying c is this entire y-axis? Y-intercept. Ah. So c is the y-intercept. It's where the parabola intercepts. It's where it intercepts the y-axis, right? Right? So if I have a parabola and it goes like this, boom, right there.
Oh my God.
That is my c. Right? So if this were plus 8, that would be plus 8, right? If this were minus a million, it would be minus a million.
Whoa.
Way down here, right? Right? Does it make sense? You guys all know that, right? What does the B do? Yes. It goes left and right. It moves it left and right. Right? And what does the C do? I know the C is the y-intercept, but as the C gets bigger and smaller, what does it do to the vertex and the parabola? C actually moves it up downwards or upwards.
Wait,
the parabola. Like, for example, think of it like this. If we were going to graph this, let me erase this mess.
I am a
The D
failure.
makes it less sad or less happy.
If I were going to graph, if I should have graphed this, y equals x squared plus 5, what would you do?
I would go F5 and then I'd do standard parabola.
There's no b, so it doesn't take it off the y-axis, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I put a dot there. That's my y-intercept, always. The number that has no x attached to it is my y-intercept, right? That's my c.
Standard parabola.
And then I do what? Standard parabola guy. Over 1, up 1. Over 1, up 1. Over 2, up 4. Over 2, up 4.
Over 3 up
Draw my line. Over 3, up 9, right? Over 4, up 16. Over 5, up 25, right?
Let's do it. We should make the world's largest parabola. And like paint it on the side of a skyscraper.
But watch this.
Over 10 up 100.
If my c changes, y is equal to x squared minus 5, what does it do to the parabola?
Go down.
It drops the parabola.
Makes it
1,
very sad
2, 3, 4, 5. I put my dot there. There's no b, so I know that's my vertex. Once I know that's my vertex, I can use Mr. Parabola Guy, right? Standard parabola guy. Over 1, up 1. Over 2, up 4. Boom. Right? So the c actually moves it up or down, right? Does that make sense? All right. And now, let me think. Does everybody know the axis of symmetry formula by heart?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to just see. Clayton, what's the
X
abstract?
equals negative b over 2a.
All right. Domenica, what is it?
X equals negative b over 2a.
All right. Gabe, what is it?
X equals negative b plus over 2a.
All right. Emma? All right. Tess?
X equals negative b over 2a.
All right. Elizabeth, what's the axis of symmetry formula?
What?
What
Oh,
is
negative b over 2a.
No.
What? I don't understand.
X.
Oh, x equals. What did I just say?
X equals.
Negative b over 2a.
Yes, good.
So
Micah, what is it? Juliana, what is it?
X equals negative b over
Wyatt?
X equals negative b over 2a.
Sakara?
X equals negative b over 2a.
Adam?
What they said? X equals negative b over 2a.
Liam?
X equals negative b over 2a.
Okay.
Potato.
I trust the rest of you guys, okay? Because you guys have heard it so many times now. It's on your brain. Okay.
Actually,
So, what if I did this though? What if I said
potato. Y equals potato.
Oh my god. We need some reason here.
okay. Alright, what if I gave you that formula? I told you I wanted you to graph it, but I asked specific questions. I said first, find axis of symmetry. Alright, what would you do? Amy?
The X equals negative b over 2a.
X equals. Now, do I just do this in my head? Do I just forget about the formula and just write the answer? If I do that, you know what happens? Adam, you know what happens if you just write the answer and you don't write the formula first? You have a 50% chance of getting it wrong. Right? And if you get it wrong, you get 0 points from me for that problem. So if that problem's worth 10 points, you just lost. You no longer do you have a chance to get 100. You have a chance to get a 90, assuming you did everything else perfectly. Right? If you said that the axis symmetry was 5, and it's not, I would take everything off. However, if you wrote the formula x equals negative b over 2a, immediately I would give you credit for that part, not for the whole credit. but I would give you credit for writing the formula. Does that make sense? That's how math teachers work. They want to see your work on paper. They don't want to just see the answer. Most math teachers, some math teachers will just hand out the answers to all the problems. Say, look, now we've got the answers out of the way. I could care less about the answers. I want to see how you do it. I want to see how you're thinking, right?
So am I correct in saying if you don't show your work, you get a 0?
Correct.
Even if you get it right.
Show your work.
What if you get it right?
The actual
Show your
symmetry
work.
was 5.
Right.
It
So,
was correct. You would still
and then we
get
go
some credit.
equals
-8 over
negative 8 over 2, which is equal to negative 4. Right?
But if you got 5
So our
and you
axis of
didn't show your
symmetry
work,
is negative 4.
and you didn't show your work, you get 0.
Yes.
Cool.
All right. So 2. So there's a lot of laughing happening right now.
Giggle. Giggle.
And then I said, find the vertex. What would you do, Landon?
Find the vertex, plug in -4 into the original.
Okay, so I would write my equation, and I would not do this in my head either. I would actually, I might, instead of writing x squared, I'll write -4 squared. Now, can I write it like this?
Yeah.
No, I can't.
You have to do
Because
it
that means -16.
Oh, so you put it in parentheses.
This means -16 because the square only affects the 4. It doesn't affect the negative.
So it'd be negative.
But since x is -4, I've got to put the parentheses around it so that I know I'm squaring the negative as well. This to 5. Do you understand that?
You're sure we can't have
You understand that? You understand that? You have to have the negative inside the parentheses if it is affected by the 2. All right, and then plus 8 times -4 plus 12. All right,
I know this.
so now help me, Elizabeth. What would I put here? Y equals
16.
good. And then what would I put here?
Just thinking. -32.
-32.
Oh, my trick worked again.
And then plus 12. Did it work?
Yes.
Remind me what it was one more time.
Okay, so you square
Make it negative and add C.
yeah.
You square this, make it negative, and add.
No, you square the x. The x of the vertex.
You square
You
this.
square that,
Oh,
make
okay.
it negative, and add c. So you square it, so you make it 16.
Right.
You make it -16, and then you add 12. It equals 4.
Very cool.
It equals -4.
That's very cool. That is so cool. I gotta remember this. That's really cool. Good job, buddy. All right, Elizabeth, help me. 16 minus 32 is?
I don't know.
Have you guys noticed that there's a little thing here that happens every time? That this
-16.
minus this
It's always
is
negative.
negative this?
That's
Have
why
you
the
noticed
trick
that?
works.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
16 minus 32 is -16,
I
right?
just realized that.
This minus this,
That's
almost
how some-
always, I don't know, at least everyone that I've been looking at, I have to
Very.
think about it.
It is. 'Cause
It's always the negative of this, right? This minus this is negative this. So -16 plus 12 is what?
That's how it works. 'Cause this is
What's -16 plus 12?
It's -4.
-4. Oh my gosh, look at that. So our vertex is what? Tess. What's our vertex? Our vertex, what's a vertex look like? When you write it, it's a point. So it's an x comma y. So if you left it like this, if that was your answer, and you said y equals -4 under find vertex, 3 points off at least. Why? Because that's not the vertex. Y is -4. What is that? How does that help me? Y is -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I put a dot there. That's the vertex? No. What's the vertex, Tess? It's x comma y. We just found x when we did axis of symmetry.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So how would you write it? You write the vertex is -4 comma -4. Yes? Right? This to 5. You guys get that, right? You have to show me the whole thing. Don't just tell me it's -4, because that's not a vertex. A vertex is an x comma y, right? And then I might ask, is it a happy face or sad face? Does it go up or down?
Sad, happy, happy, happy. It's a sad face.
Happy face.
So, but there's a negative in front of the 4.
Doesn't matter.
A soul?
Wouldn't that mean it would be sad?
No,
Why?
because the A isn't negative.
Ah, negative 4 is the X. It's not the A. Right? The
So
A
the X
is
is
here,
negative,
and that's a
that would be
hidden
awesome.
1. Right? And that's positive. Right? So immediately I know it's going to go up. It's going to be happy face. Oh look, I never even noticed.
Happy, David.
Up has a happy face parabola. Isn't that cool?
Down has 2.
Oh yeah, it has an N. Down has the double.
Down has a
Down has an N.
Down has 2
So-
Down has potato in it.
So, all right. So Alex, I have the vertex. Now, how do I graph this? Wait,
Do
Alex.
the regular standard parabola.
Alex. So tell me what to do. Up 1 over 1. Okay. I guess I can just choose.
Down at the vertex.
All right, here. Up 1 over 1.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it'd be fun to do one over here.
Yep. So.
At the vertex of -4, -4.
Okay, so help me get there. Here I am.
Okay, go left 4.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Go down 4.
Go down 4. Put a dot there.
And
Now-
then at your dot, go over 1.
Okay.
Up 1. Your dot. And then on the left side, do the same thing.
Okay.
God.
All right.
Over
Can't-
2.
I can't see where I am. Okay. So there's another one, and there's another one, right? So.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Good.
Wait, don't you need a
Draw
draw?
What?
No.
Oh, right. That's what I forgot. Thank you. So
You get points off if you don't do the dotted line.
this axis of symmetry, I would like to see you do it. So yes, you will get marked points off if you don't do this. As soon as you know that x is -4, you draw that at -4, you do this vertical dashed line. And you know the vertex is somewhere on that vertical dashed line, but you don't know where until you do this. Yes.
Can you please leave this up there while we do the test?
Nope.
Oh, please.
Nope. Does it make sense?
Yeah, but can we please just have this up?
Nope.
Please, Gabby.
Nope.
No. Do you want us to?
Oh my god, it looks like a chihuahua.
Okay. Hey, look at my house. It's beautiful.
I don't care.
Yeah, yes,
All right. So
Pillsbury Doughboy cat. Oh.
okay. So put your
Sal.
you guys put your books away and stuff. Your homework. Nathan, Sal, put your stuff away.
Sal.
Can I go look at my backpack or something real quick? Yeah. Can I go look at my backpack?
Oh, if you use guys, I'm about to hand out the quiz.
Guys.
It's your time. You know, if you don't want the extra time to finish the quiz, that's up to you. But if anybody chooses to use a pen or a marker or anything other than a pencil, you will get an immediate automatic F, no matter, even if it's perfect. You will not use a pen or not even a colored pencil. It's got to be a real pencil. Otherwise, you will immediately fail my test.
She doesn't have a pencil, Gabby.
Then you need to go to the office and buy one or borrow
Some
one.
in that business.
Does pencil sharpener work?
And then it's like a pencil.
Borrow that. So as soon as it's quiet, I will. Oh shoot.